This is LYFT. Here are your price targets for Thursday. We ended the day at $16.39, up a whopping 35%. The day's low, $14.90. The day's high, $16.77. Now, for the week, we are up 24%. For the 3-month period, up 51%, and year to date, 11%. There was an article written about the earnings typo sending the stock soaring. I'm not sure if you got a chance to check that out, but the company said one of its profit margins was expected to expand by 500 basis points or 5 percentage points in 2024. That margin was only expected to expand by 50 basis points. The company's chief financial officer later clarified on a call with analysts. Well, apparently that sent the stock soaring over 60% when the release came out after the close of regular trading on Tuesday. That's pretty funny. All right, so let me give you the price targets. We are right here. To the north side takes us to resistance at 1767 and a potential take profit area. Above that, 1886, and at 4 standard deviations, roughly $20.60. And that is also an area for a potential sell point, taking profits before a potential pullback. If we make it to this high level, then I do anticipate that. But this $20 mark is now the new target. Right here you can see the max 22% at $20. That's what they are projecting, the analysts, on TradingView. And that just lines up with the next standard deviations. If I were not, I'm not an analyst, but if I were to predict the price, if you've been watching where I do my predictions, and it falls right in line there. So to the south side, at the middle of the trend is roughly 1509. This gap forms at 1491, 1257. It closes out at 1216. Oh, let me turn this red. That indicates for me at a glance, price going down, to watch out for a landmine to the south side. And 1123, 1002. The RSI is turning up, but we are not overextended yet, but it's pretty close. And look at this. Looking left, this hit 95 and started cracking to the south side. So I anticipate possibly going up a little more, falling down, grinding sideways, up, down, whipping around, and then eventually going back down to 30 or below. It could take a while, but it will happen. Now, the earnings, I wanted to click on that and show you. They reported $1.225 billion. The estimate was $1.22 billion. So the surprise was over 4 million. Looking left, you can see we're just grinding sideways. And I've lost one of my standard deviations. This is what I do not like about TradingView. It drives me bonkers. Okay, there we go. Put it back. It's super sensitive. Let me show you what this looks like on the daily time frame. It's been a while since I've tracked this. So you can see there's a gap right here that already closed out. It gapped down. So that means I will anticipate price to go up, and it touched right about there to the upside. So that closed out at 1048. There's a gap here that I've been tracking since, when is that? February 10th of 2023. All right, this is how long ago I've taken a look at this in the big picture. That right there looks like it touched, but it did not. It is not a win to the upside there, but it hit today. So that is done. to the upside at 1609. Took a whole year to retrace back there. That is a long time. All right. So what was that again? February 10th? Just over a year. Now this one takes us to, let me mark this out. If you've got the magnet on, you cannot put it exactly on the end of this box. It has to be one tick over or it gets wonky on you. All right, so there's a gap to the upside that would beat the analyst's price prediction for the next one at $20. So I'm going to predict it'll go to $30.03. Originally I marked it at $29.97, close enough. And then we've got this huge one to the upside that will take us to roughly $78.85. Fingers crossed that we get there eventually, but don't bank on it. That is a long ways off. But something to look forward to if you like to set it and forget it. Buy low, just let it ride for a couple years, and then laugh all the way to the bank. I'll show you what we look like on the RSI. We are overextended, so watch out for that. The looking left, right there, 78 before we started cracking to the south side. And it will crack. How long it takes, who knows? You just have to read the charts every day. And who wants to do that? Unless you're a day trader or a scalper. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, you've got some movement to the upside before we crack, 75. And on the monthly, plenty of room to the upside, but you're going to get whipped around on the daily and on the weekly. So we are at 45 right here. So plenty of room again to the upside. And I'm going to show you the trade that I'm in, and that's DIY. This is a Chinese stock, the equivalent of a Lyft or an Uber. And they've been smacked around like crazy, but they're slowly grinding up. We are up 7.74% today. I've traded this multiple times. All the lines in pink are my buy lines. And then I've sold in the green lines. So looking left here, we are at 362. Change this color so I know at a glance what I'm looking at. Okay, the trade that I'm in right now. Oh, first let me just give you some price targets. It's hard to see, I know. Okay, here's the middle of the trend. All right, to the north side, 2 standard deviations, 365, 375, 384. Support here, roughly 347. 329, 320, and 311. If we get down to this level, I will definitely buy more and scoop up more shares. Oops. Okay, what else is going on? So I'm at 319. Oh, I have a stop loss right now for my mom at 387. That's where I'm going to limit myself and get out. And then I anticipate it cracking, so then I will pick up more after that. So I am at this level right here. So I'm not sure if I set my stop loss yet for myself, but if I hit that target, fingers crossed, I'll be up 21%. My mom will be up 14%. So that's what I'm hoping. And if you flip this over to the daily, oh my gosh, it looks like a hot mess. Okay, I'm not even going to show it to you. I'm going to end it here. And I'll clean up my chart and possibly show that to you down the road, what's happened to this in the big picture. All right, that's it for LYFT and DIY. Thanks for watching.